Hello everybody, and in this video today I am going to be talking about getting your PCO license. The first thing you need to do is go onto the TfL website, and I'll put a link down in the description below. And what you'll need to do is make an application for a PCO license. A PCO license grants you the right to be able to do private hire jobs. So this includes picking up passengers pre-booked, whether you work for Uber or a private minicab company. This is the license that you'll need to get. So when you first apply for this license, you'll go through the application process online through the TfL website. They'll ask you some questions, mainly your details, personal details, such as your name, address, and any kind of stuff like that. The first thing that you're going to do when you submit this application to TfL is they're going to write to you and they're going to request that you take a full CRB. This is a criminal background check, and this takes roughly anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks. You do this at the post office. Once you've sent this off, the next thing that you're going to have to do is take a medical examination. This medical examination, I need to stress guys, is a very important factor when you apply for your PCO license with TfL. The medical is used for TfL to determine whether your conditions, if you have some or not, are able for yourself to drive a licensed taxi to pick up passengers. You'll need to be very honest. You'll see your doctor and they will assess you with the application form. Please bear in mind guys that this is not a video about medicals. So if you would like to know more about the medical information, please visit the TfL website. After you've completed your medical, this will then be submitted to TfL. But before I continue, I'd like to let you know that to submit your application primarily to TfL after you have completed your CRB check, you will need to send off your application form. In your application form, you will need to enclose a passport size photo with your face on it, signed by yourself, and preferably the date. You will also need to pay £300 sterling, and I recommend that you do the check and send offered at all post offices. They will check your application form to ensure that there is no errors in your application, as this can increase the time it takes to process your application. Once this has been done, like I said previously, you will then go on to do your medical. Your medical will be carried out by a registered medical practitioner, preferably your GP. Your GP will ask you a series of questions in relation to how you are medically. If you have any medical conditions that are registered already with your GP practice, they will enclose this with your form. After this guys, you will then submit this application. Just to ensure you guys are on the same wavelength, your medical also costs money. This will be depending on how much your GP or medical practitioner charges for a medical. My GP charged me £135, but this can vary depending on your location and your GP. Once this has been completed, the next step in the TfL application is the topographical assessment. This is a requirement for all new drivers, and you will do this test in a dedicated test center in and around your area. The test lasts for 2 hours, and the test is mainly based on the Greater Atlas A to Z of London. For more information about this, also please visit the TfL website. This examination, I believe, will cost you £50, and I think you are allowed up to 2 resits. If you fail the second resit after the first, you will then have to reapply for your application again. So please take time to ensure that you have studied thoroughly for this test to ensure that you pass on the first occasion. After all of this stuff has been done, your application is deemed complete. You no longer have anything more to do. However, you will need to give TfL time to process this application. At current, TfL are receiving over 500 applications in per week for people that want to become a licensed minicab driver in London. So please bear that in mind. They do have quite a long waiting list at the moment, as they have to deal with all of these applications. Now please bear in mind guys, if you are not an English native speaker, you will also need to provide TfL with a qualification to prove that you can speak English at a level which is acceptable for you to deal with customers. Now, if you are a British national and your first language is English, or you have qualifications at a level 2, so this would be GCSE or NVQ level 2, then you can submit this within your application and TfL will deem this appropriate. If not, you will have to take an English language test, which will be provided to you by TfL at one of their relevant bodies, and I believe this will cost you £180 extra. So guys, this is where the waiting process begins. Now, in my instance, when I applied for my license, I done everything in as quick manner as I could. My license took exactly 7 months and 22 days. It took longer than expected because of two main reasons. The first reason was the time that I applied, TfL were receiving many applications. So this took them a longer time to process mine, as there were other people in the queue. The second reason was I had a medical condition. They had to ensure that they checked this thoroughly. Also, my doctor made a mistake with the application, not just once, but twice. So this also took extra time. Please bear in mind that if your application is paused for any reason due to mistakes or problems with the medical, you will go back to the end of the queue and TfL will then deal with your license when you get back to the first part of the queue. So please bear this in mind. I would like to say that it can take anywhere between 3 to 8 months for you to receive your license. So that was it. I applied for my license April 28th. I received my license December the 20th, 2018. So this is the video, guys. I hope this has been informative in terms of the application process. If you have any questions, please drop them down below in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay tuned for further videos, and also hit the thumbs up button if you found this video useful. That's it for now, guys. See you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.